Hi Janet, this is Irene again. This is a presentation of my online book, network-communities.com. This is a website that I built myself. It's available for viewing by the public. I created this in 2011, and it is a series of case studies on how technology is used by activists in their social movements and how governments use communications technologies for policy purposes. And because I conceived of this material to be delivered digitally, um, in contrast with a traditional book where really the argument proceeds from chapter one to the conclusion, here the material can be sampled in whatever order the user chooses. So each of the chapters is really standalone material, and even within each chapter, the case studies um, can be browsed in any order that the user wants. I think that's really something that the digital format creates the opportunity for. My web skills are very rudimentary. This is a WordPress blog, and so I feel like that with more support or guidance, I might be able to make the non-linear nature of this material more obvious. In a way, when you look at it here, it still looks like a linear book series of book chapters. Um, but let's go to chapter 4, and it'll give you a sense for what's in these chapters. Here you can see I have two overview videos, and these are the same videos that I'm using in my hybrid class. So they've got a kind of a dual purpose, and those are more recently created. I have some videos here that I created in 2011, and you can see this is not professionally done. This is done at my desk at home. And really, I think that the professionally shot videos are much better and much easier for the user to watch than to have some of these distractions in the background. But it is adequate, I think, the self-produced videos. What I try to do here in these videos is to actually present the case studies, because the online user is not likely going to have access to the texts. In the Blackboard hybrid class, of course, the students are expected to read the original texts. So I've provided links to other books, and I have tried to incorporate other relevant materials. So, for example, I incorporate a recording of the first transcontinental radio broadcast in Canada. That's off of the CBC um, archive. The other thing that I try to do is the degree to which there are other materials. There is a book on the use of the telegram by Abraham Lincoln during the Civil War. And on this website, if you click through, you can actually see the telegrams. So that's really cool, I think, to be able to integrate that. I wish that it would be possible, and it might technically be possible, to put a window on this page so that people looking at this page could actually see through to that Lincoln T-Mail website. I have been on other wiki applications where that is possible, and I just don't know how to do it on this kind of site. And the other advantage of that is that if there are updates to this website in terms of content, if there's a window here, then it's actually possible to see the updates. Um, so lots of cool things are possible, but my skills are limited, and I wonder what might be available to me to develop this further. I've been looking at some of the edX MOOCs, and those are really very much built like traditional courses. I haven't uh, run run across anyone that isn't really based on a syllabus that takes students straight through. I think there's really a lot of opportunity to teach online in a way that's different than teaching in person, and it's not just a matter of distribution. I think there are different pedagogical techniques that can be used. So I look forward to discussing this with you, and thanks for your patience in watching this, and I'll talk to you soon. One more thing I wanted to mention is that the connection between this an online book and the hybrid class. For the final projects in the hybrid class, the students will be producing videos on their research papers, and the ones that get better marks are going to be posted onto this networkcommunities.com with the permission of the student, of course. So I think that is another step in online teaching, that it's not just the professor talking about her ideas, but also really introducing the students' contributions, and not in a just informal uh, discursive way, but really in a very polished form, so that you might see other people's arguments and maybe disagreements with the professor on the same forum, not separately. So I think that is really opens up a different way of presenting material and a different way of teaching as well. Obviously, I haven't received these videos yet from the students. I don't know what the quality is going to be, but I've got my fingers crossed, and I'm very hopeful that that'll work out well.